So we ask by your grace that you would bring them home soon and safe. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen.
All right, everybody, welcome to SR Broadcasting. Sorry about that little bit of a delay there. We are live here at Talladega Speedway with PASKY Slam Cake Vapes Truck Series. Going to be a good race here tonight. 94 laps. I'm joined by Steve in the booth. And these guys did their qualify already, so we're going to pull up the grid and get these guys rolling. Aiden Patterson does start on the pole. Jeff Hollingsworth is going to start second. Third is going to be Kyle Vincent Gilbert. Brandon Stokes will roll off fourth. Fifth will be Corey Ambudinot. Devin Doss will run sixth. Seventh is Willie Glenn. Eighth is Byron Rodney. Ninth is Bradley Allison. And 10th is Chris Bouchard. Want we keep going?
Let's go. 11th is Tanner Coster. Starting 12th tonight is Matthew Tyrell. 13th tonight will be Kevin Paskowich. Matt Burkhart will start in 14th tonight. Ron Hollifield rolling off 15th. David Bigger starting 16th. Lonnie Barrington will start 17th tonight. Sean Weaver in 18th. And rounding out your top 20 will be Bob Lacavera starting 19th and Hoot Baker rounding it out.
And then 21st is going to be James McDavid. 22nd is Johnny Hananucci. 23rd is Mike Whitaker. Ray Black Jr. is going to start 24th. 25th is Rob Jenkins. Nate Siefker is going to roll off 26th. 27th is Mark Jenkins. 28th is Robert Dudley. 29th is Jordan Barry. 30th is Chad Witt. And that's going to round your field out. 30 drivers out here tonight, man. Wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice field out here. We're taking a look at the race time. We are sitting at 3:40 p.m. and just taking a look at the weather here tonight. We do have, where are we at? There it is, 70-degree air temperature, 93-degree track temperature, 2 mile an hour north wind. So pretty good conditions for racing here tonight.
Yeah, we got to keep an eye on that temperature too as the sun starts to go down a little bit and see if it's going to change up any. Should be a good race tonight, man. You know how Talladega is. Hopefully we don't see the big one too soon, but it's inevitable. But, man, a lot of guys out here tonight. Should definitely be a lot of action. We saw in the Xfinity race during the week, the outside line was able to work. Even 3 lanes were able to work. So I forget how the trucks are. I'm not sure if the trucks, the outside line and the top line actually work that good. But I guess we'll find out in a little bit.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but we saw one guy up on that third line for the longest time by himself making passes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. So hopefully we see that tonight, at least with the outside line. That'll be really good. Pace car does go in. We are getting ready to go green here. And we have Aiden Patterson on the inside, going to bring these guys to the green flag. We just got to wait for this to catch up. I don't know why it's behind, but right now it's showing Corey Budnot in the lead, but it's not. It's Aiden Patterson in that number 16 truck getting ready to take us to the green. Green flag is out. Race is on.
Already had one truck drop to the apron. Not sure what's going on there, if he's just wanting to get to the back of the field. We also saw David Bigger get an EOL to start the race.
Looking right now, 16, Aiden Patterson still got the lead. He is followed by Kyle Vincent Gilbert on the inside line. We'll see if that outside line can do anything. See some guys shuffling around here on the back stretch.
Yeah, the truck that's been down on the apron since the start of the race is the 707 of Mike Whittaker. So maybe he's trying to play a little strategy here.
Yeah, maybe he decided to go to the back for a little bit. They do have 94 laps here, so, I mean, there is plenty of time to get to the front. Definitely be some pit strategies here tonight, too. Let's take a look up front here. Looks like the 42 of Jeff Hollingsworth on the outside line. They may be gaining a little bit of momentum there. He's got, who's that, the 95 of Devin Doss and the 75 of Byron Rodney with him. Looks like
I don't know if that's going to work up there. I mean, you see the line that they have going on the bottom there. I don't know if 3 cars can beat that many trucks.
Yeah, I was going to say, oh, somebody's down and off to the side there.
Yeah, that is Mac Burkhart dropping to the apron. Maybe feeling a little bit of that pressure and getting out of there.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I kind of caught it from the corner. I wasn't sure if he got pushed down there or that's something he opted to do. But, yeah, there's a lot of guys down in that inside line already, and we got to see if that outside line is going to form. But they're doing pretty good, the 3 of them up in the top line.
Yeah, they're going to add a 4th here, the 03 of
Bradley Allison.
Yeah, he's going to go to the high line and join them. And they got one more truck behind them. Can't see the number on it quite yet. The 7 of Kevin Paskowicz. He is catching up to the back of that line.
Yeah, so we may see some outside line action here tonight. I know in the Xfinity cars, they really work good, so it doesn't look too bad so far. Aiden Patterson, though, able to still hang on to the lead. Doing a real good job. He's got the 227 of Kyle Vincent Gilbert behind him, and then I believe that is the 31. Is that the 31 or 34? 34 of Corey Budnot. I look like a 1 from here.
Yeah, we saw the 03 of Bradley Allison. He dropped back to the inside line. But really, Kevin Paskowicz has picked up the slack. And they've got more trucks coming up on that outside line looking to join in the draft up there.
And you see the 42 of Hollingsworth start to really close in and going through 1 and 2 right there. He kind of lost a little bit. See what he can do down the backstretch. See if these guys can get a good enough push to get them up to the front. See the 5, I believe that's Bob Lagavara up there now. And I think that might be, who's that a little bit further behind him? Sean Weaver in that 37, I believe. Oh, no, that's the 89 of Rob Jenkins. So we're getting some guys to go up to that outside line, feeling a little bit brave early.
I'm not sure. I'm looking through the field right now. I'm not sure what happened to Brandon Stokes. He is way off the pace right now.
Yeah, he's running all alone. And then you have Nate Siefker and Matt Picard together in 28th and 29th. And then we have 2 more trucks up in the front here, the 07 of Ray Black Jr. and the 57 of Dave Biggers. And then we get up to the rest of the field. Oh, somebody already up into the wall.
Yeah, we're going 3 wide.
That was Bob Lacavara made contact with the wall. And he's able to get back in behind the 33. So he's going to be staying alive here so far. And that 33, Mark Jenkins. Let's go back up towards the front and see what's going on up here. Aiden Patterson's still holding on the inside line. Kyle Vincent Gilbert still behind him. Corey Budnot behind them. And then up in that top line, we still got Jeff Hollingsworth. And he is being pushed by, oh, somebody got shoved down.
And Paul, do you see this? That top line has formed really well. And It almost looks like you have more cars up on top, and oh man, we are.
Yeah, we're gonna go 3 wide here. Byron Rodney feeling brave. He is there with Kevin Paskowicz, and they're gonna clear the 42. The 42 is gonna makes contact with the 7, hits the 89. 42 is going up.
Oh man, more trucks.
Oh man, that was tough right there. We back up a little bit and see what happened. Wow, that was kind of tough, man. Not sure how many got involved with that. See the 42 of Hollingsworth. Looked like he was trying to maybe get in the hole, and Paskowicz was trying to come out of the low line. 78 gets a piece. Oh, the 707, the 77. Wow, I think the 77 of Chad Witt hit really hard too. Let's go inside and take a look. Wow, what a hit.
Witt back to hope to avoid all this, and he still hit it.
Yeah, like, and look at this hit he takes. Like, wham, right there. All right, well, we got that first caution out of the way. They do have the 1 fast repair, so these guys that are able to make it back to pit road will be able to get their truck fixed and get back out. Let's see what the guys up front are going to do. Anybody going to come down pit road this early, or are guys going to hang tight? Keep an eye on Aiden Patterson. We only have 7, almost 8 laps on the trucks right now, so I don't know. I guess I'd come in, maybe grab rights and some fuel and come back out. At this point, it's kind of early.
Yeah, but you know, fuel's just too important here at Super Speedway Racing. I just see basically everybody come in. We did have one stay out. Looks like Bradley Allison stayed out. But you know, if you got a run going, you don't want to be having to pit all alone.
Check out some of these guys pulling in their stalls. Looks like we got a bunch of clean stops here so far. So let's see. Oh, look at that. 227 is going to beat the 16 out of pit road.
Yeah, it looks like Aiden almost lost it coming off pit road.
Yeah. So you got Bradley Allison now up front, followed by Ray Black Jr. in that 07. We'll see if these guys are going to stay out or are they going to come back in. I believe we've only had, the 1 lead change so far, and that is the 03 Bradley Allison taking the lead from the 16 of Aiden Patterson. And I mean, only have 8 laps on the tires right now, so you know, if we get a green flag run, it's not going to hurt them too much, I don't think, handling wise. The only thing is they'll definitely be on a different pit strategy.
Yeah, but I mean, it's really a gamble, you know, because you could have the long run, have to pit earlier, or you know, we go another 10 laps and you have another caution. So I think really if we go anywhere over 5 laps, we'll see most of the field coming into the pit road.
Just keep an eye on these 2 leaders up here and see if they're going to come in. Man, I got hit by a sneezing attack just a little bit before we went live. I don't know what was going on down here. It's cold. There shouldn't be anything in the air, man. I was dying, bro. I was like, I'll be sneezing my way through. Let's see what.
I don't think we've lost anybody. It looks like Mike Whittaker still on pit road. He probably had a tow.
Yeah, I think he might have towed because he looked like he took a lot of damage on that hit. Yeah, we got Bradley Allison coming in with the 07, so that's going to put the 227 of Kyle Vincent Gilbert up to the lead here. Aiden Patterson, who started this race first, will be starting second. Corey Boudnot's still hanging on the third. Byron Rodney is up here in fourth. And then you got the 12 of Willie Glenn sitting up here in fifth. Kevin Paskowicz back here in sixth. Mark Jenkins in seventh. And then Ron Hollyfield in that number 14, which I am not used to seeing. He's sitting up in 8th. Devin Doss in that 95 is 9th. And rounding out your top 10, you got the 89 of Rob Jenkins. So some of these guys had to use that fast repair early, which you know how that feels, Steve. It's like you're on the ragged edge from here on out.
Yeah.
So you're watching PASKY Slam Cake Vapes Truck Series here at Talladega Super Speedway. Next week, these guys are going to be doing an all-star race at Eldora. So that should be pretty interesting to see an all-star race at Eldora in the trucks.
Yeah, I haven't done a race there, but I've done a couple laps in the trucks there, and man, it is tough. If you don't have the rhythm of the track, you are not going to finish that race.
You know, the only way I could get around there is in 3rd gear. I can't do 4th gear, or I can't do a lap.
Yeah, that sounds about right, actually.
Because I went in every time I was in going up to 4th gear, I was wrecking all over the place. And somebody said try 3rd, and ever since I went back to 3rd, I actually started getting the hang of it, and it started to become fun. It wasn't much fun before that, not being able to do a lap. I think even in our league we canceled the race because you know a lot of guys couldn't really get it. But I think it's gonna be good this year. And the Roval.
Yeah, that Roval is going to be insane in the Cup car. Mike Whittaker is rolling off pit road. He'll be 1 lap down.
Yeah, he probably had a tow. It's still early. We got 94 laps. We're only at lap 9, so he's got plenty of time to get back up to the front if he can keep that truck clean and keep it out of trouble. We seen him doing really good last week too, man. I was hoping he was going to get up in the podium, and right very late in the race, his night got ended for him. But we got, let's go back through. We got Robert Dudley in 11th, Lonnie Barrington in 12th, Bob Lacavara in 13th, Sean Weavers in 14th, Tanner Coster in that 97 is sitting 15th, Jordan Barry is 16th, Matt Burkhart 17th, Nate Siefker is 18th, 19th is Hoot Baker, and rounding out the top 20 is Johnny Antonucci. And all right, never mind. Somebody disappeared while I was on him, and you know how that goes. All right, lights are out. We're going to get ready to fire these guys back up again here and see what we got. See if Kyle Vincent Gilbert can hang on down in that low line with Corey Budnot, or the 16 Aiden Patterson going to roll ahead with the 75 of Byron Rodney.
Yeah, I'm taking a look through the field to see kind of where we're at. We did have one car, the 92 of James McDavid. He came off of pit road just before, he's actually getting ready to come off pit road right now, but he came off pit road just before going a lap down, went right back to pit road and has ended up a lap down. He's just not pulling off the track. Not sure what is going on with him. Mike Whittaker right now is your lucky dog if there were to be another caution.
Yeah, and I wonder if James McDavid is going to catch the field in time too. Quite a ways back. You know, if you don't catch the field and you're running alone, man, you'll be eaten up pretty quick.
Yeah, it's a long race if you're by yourself.
All right, we're lined up 2 by 2. Lights are out. We're getting ready to get back to green here. We'll take a look and see what happens. Pace car is slowly making his way down underneath the yellow line. The 227 of Kyle Gilbert going to bring these guys to green. Just waiting on that flag. Oh, and there he goes. He's going to jump it and try and get a little bit ahead.
I don't know if that was the right call here, because you're going to have a bunch of trucks flying towards you now. But I did see James McDavid back down pit road. He is having some issues.
And look at the 16 of Aiden Patterson jumps down in front of Corey Budnot for second. Byron Rodney's going to lead that outside line with Kevin Paskowich, and I believe that's Willie Glenn behind them. And look at the run they're getting. They're getting a pretty decent run. It's kind of broken up down on that inside line, so it's for the outside line's advantage right now.
Yeah, it is.
That start kind of really split everybody up. Because even if you look further back in the field, I mean, it looks like it got pretty broken up.
Yeah, really, you only have the top 10 right now. Is that outside line starting to form? We're going to go 3 wide.
Wow, look at those guys up on that high line. The 33 of Mark Jenkins, and who is that behind him? The 89 of Rob Jenkins. We've seen this in the Xfinity Series, and it worked really good. Look at Paskowich going to get up there now. Who's at the 89? A little bit of contact with the wall.
Oh, man, it is getting close on that high line right now.
And we are still 3 wide right here. That inside, that middle line looks like it's really paying for it now. Only have 2 trucks down on that middle lane. That outside line's got 3. If they can keep it together, a little bit unsteady. Oh, almost a little bit of contact. Oh, 33 is going around. Oh, and the 707 caught in that one also. The 28, the 89. Oh, man, no. Have to see if these guys have anything left to get back out. Watch right here. Let's driving with the 33 here of Mark Jenkins up in that outside line. And see what happened. Looks like he was coming down. They almost made a little bit of contact. And I don't know if the 89 got into the back of him. Oh, I see. The 12 had a little bit of contact, and that's what started it up. Man, the 5 gets hit. 707 gets hit. See guys scrambling to try to get by. Who is that? Back up real quick one more time, see if I can catch that truck number. Looks like a 70 something. 78. You got to see 78 Terrell, man. I don't know how he did it, but he looks like he avoided a bunch of it maybe. Let me see. Did he make any contact with anybody? Wow.
I think he made a little contact.
Just slight, but man, I'll tell you what, he turned at the last second and was able to avoid a whole bunch. All right, we're under caution number 2. We'll see if guys are going to come back in. Again, 7 laps on these tires. Right about where we were the first time. I hate this camera. Yeah, Kyle Gilbert going to bring him down pit road. See who's going to stay out here.
Oh, waiting for this. Looks like Sean Weaver stayed out. Kevin Paskowich will be your leader.
Ooh, 16 had to back up a little bit. I must be getting a Windows update because I'm getting a little bit of a stutter, man.
Well, it looks like we had 5 cars stay out. Kevin Paskowich, Sean Weaver, Nate Sella,
Stiefker.
Yeah, Stiefker, Ray Black Jr., and David Bigger all staying out.
Wow. Now we've seen
Gilbert will be the first one off pit road.
Yeah, we've seen a couple of guys stay out earlier, but then they came in. I doubt we're going to see that now. I think Kevin Paskowich's going to stay out there. Sean Weaver, I believe they'll all stay out. I can't imagine any of them coming in right now. Especially with 2 cautions already, I think they want to be up in the front.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Introducing a whole new form of racing to the best online racing simulation in the world. This is Dirt Racing on iRacing.com. Race online at some of America's most legendary dirt tracks, including Eldora and Williams Grove. iRacing is the premier online racing game featuring NASCAR, IndyCar, sports cars, and now World of Outlaws, the leading sanctioning body for dirt racing. iRacing is easy to use and features a centralized ranking system to make sure you have the best experience at any skill level. With a massive inventory of high-precision laser scan tracks and cars with an unmatched dedication to quality and detail, iRacing gives you the most authentic online racing experience available. Thanks to iRacing's dynamic track system, developed specifically for dirt racing, tracks change over the course of a race, just like your favorite dirt track on a Friday or Saturday night. From a slick racing groove all the way up to the cushion, iRacing's dirt tracks deliver non-stop racing action. Partnered with the World of Outlaws, iRacing is your source for the most authentic dirt racing experience available, featuring 4 brand new tracks and 11 new cars, including street stocks, Legends cars, late models, NASCAR trucks, winged and non-winged sprint cars, with much more on the way. Join the Dirt Revolution on iRacing.com and start slinging mud today.
All right, we're back. We're here with PASKY Slam Cake Vapes Truck Series here at Talladega Super Speedway. We are under caution. Let's take a quick look at the race summary. We've had 15 laps complete. We're under caution number 2. We've only had 3 lead changes. We still got 79 laps to go, and let's check out the weather. Track temperature down to 86 now and 70 in the air, so should be a little bit more grippy.
Yeah, I don't know if grip really matters all that much here.
So we got...
you know, actually in the tri-oval it might.
Yeah, because that tri-oval can really get at you. We got Kevin Paskowicz that stayed out. Sean Weaver stayed out. Nate Siefker stayed out. And Bradley Allison in at 03 stayed out. So the top 4 stayed out. Kyle Vincent Gilbert out first off of pit road. Aiden Patterson right behind him in 5th and 6th. Those guys are on fresher tires and fuel, so we'll have to see how this plays out here in front of us. Waiting for the pace car to come around and go on in and see if Paskowicz is going to wait or is Paskowicz going to go. Yeah, only disadvantage here if you go a little bit too early, you know what I mean? You kind of get slingshot and it doesn't really work so well. You get out too far ahead, I mean, that just eats you right up. So you got to kind of go with the pack.
Yeah.
But we still have, how many trucks on the lead lap? We still have 29 on the lead lap. The only one. Oh, I'm sorry.
We
yeah.
have James McDavid, who's 3 laps down at the moment, and Mike Whittaker has called it a night.
Yeah, Mike Whittaker's gone.
Whittaker.
And then who's that? Rob Jenkins and James McDavid. So they still got a chance here. I mean, it's still early.
Yep.
Going to be tough, though, man. We've seen a couple of guys have to use that fast repair early. Definitely not what you want to do at this kind of a track.
Yeah, it definitely puts you on pins and needles for the rest of the race.
So Paskowicz going to take the inside. Sean Weaver is going to be on that outside line. We've seen the outside line work pretty good with just a few trucks there. We'll see if guys stay up there or guys going to duck down to that inside line again and you know, let that outside line hang. I think if we get enough out there, we might have 2x2 racing for quite a while. We got the pace car heading back down the pit. And we'll see what Kevin Paskowitz is going to do. Is he going to jump it here or wait for that green flag? A lot of guys anticipating behind him. It looks like he's holding off so far. Long way to go, that start-finish line. There he goes.
He's got to be working with Kyle, because you saw as he took off, those two other trucks behind him started to take off too.
I wonder why the green didn't show up. So you got Paskowitz, Siefker, and Gilbert, who kind of took off and kind of moving forward here. 3-truck fight. Go back a little bit further. We are just about 3 wide, a little bit further back.
Paul, I can confirm the top 3 that took off on the start there were all on a team.
That's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. If you got teammates, you want to try to get up with them. And look at back here, man. They are shuffling around. This is back here like 17th on back. Guys are shuffling for spots. Back up to the front. Paskowitz still out front. We got these guys did catch them. We might see an outside line starting to form. Looks like who's that? Can't make that.
It's starting to fall now.
Yeah. It looked like they were getting ready to form it up, and that kind of ended up, and somebody got left out there alone. Looks like the 0-3 of Bradley Allison got stuck out there alone. Up, here comes a 44. Matt Burkhart maybe going to try and get behind him. I'm going to fix this real quick. It seemed to want to, I'm having trouble with my overlay.
Huh.
Kind of stuck under yellow in the banner. Not sure what's going on there. I think I was getting a Windows update because my computer's acting all funky right now. But who is that on the outside line? That's the 03 of
Bradley
Allison. And he's got a couple of trucks starting to form up there with him. Looks like guys are a little bit impatient staying in that inside line, want to try to get a little bit closer to the front. See that outside line forming and jump in there and see if they can do anything to help get them up.
Yeah, we saw the 21 of Bradley Stokes in that Carolina Simworks truck. He looked to go 3 wide. He looked like he was going to try to push that middle line very quickly, jump back to the bottom line.
Yeah, I like that paint job. I always like that Carolina Simworks logo like that. That's pretty cool looking. See the 33 of Jenkins going way up high into that third line. Side by side, you got the 16 on the outside now. Up in front of the 49 of Robert Dudley. We'll see what these guys can do. Inside line looks pretty good, though. They're holding pretty steady. Little bit of rocking going on back there from third place. Looks like he's going to jump it up to the outside line and get in front of the 16. Try and use that to his advantage to get out in front of Paskowitz. Ooh, and the 49. I don't know, man. He got a little bit low there. And we had somebody down underneath the line. They get back in towards the back of the field. So we're 2 by 2 up in the front. And we got a challenge for the lead. See who's gonna. It looks like Kyle is gonna beat him to the line. Kyle's gonna get scored your leader that time by. 16 is trying to get them both out front.
Oh, that was dangerous. You see in the corner, we almost saw 3 wide up front, and looks like the 16 tucked it in really close when he tucked it in.
Yeah. Look a little bit further back here a minute. Yeah, we are 2 by 2 almost the whole way here up in the front. Going to be close at the line. 227 going to get it this time though. He's got about almost a truck length, excuse me, off of Paskowicz. Ooh, almost make a little bit of contact coming to the line. And let me take a quick look on my score here. Yeah, I got to be getting a Windows update, man. I see a little bit further back from these guys. Got a couple of drivers here together. Looks like the 07 Ray Black Jr., Hoot Baker, David Bigger, Chad Witt. Kind of trying to hang on. I wouldn't be racing side by side. I think these guys need to single file it out and try and get back up to that group. Side by side again, up front for the lead. See if Kevin Paskowicz can beat Kyle to the line. See the outside line looking really good right now.
Yeah, it's able to hold together right now, which is kind of surprising because, I mean, really, it's about even, but...
We got another driver jumping the 44, went back up to the outside. Oh, Kyle jumps down in front. I'm not Kyle. Aiden Patterson jumps down. Yeah. Aiden Patterson jumps down into the inside line. I got a little bit arrow there, man. So I'm almost going up into the 7 of Paskowicz.
Yeah, right now the top 4 all teammates, so they've got control in the front of the pack. And you almost wonder if it was maybe a teammate thing going on when 2 of them went high and kind of blocked that run of that high line.
And look at the distance this front pack has on the second pack back there. We got Kyle Gilbert, got 9 laps led, maybe 10 laps this time by. We'll see if Paskowicz can do anything on that outside. He's got the 49 of Robert Dudley right behind him, and then he's got the 03 of Bradley Allison in the 3rd spot in that outside line. I know it's showing yellow, but we're not. We are actually green. That's kind of stuck that way. I don't know what I'm going to try to do something to get rid of it here on the next caution. Should have come out. Tell you what, man, the guys are starting to tune this thing in now.
Yeah, they got all the pre-race jitters out, and we have been green flagged for quite a while now. Looks like we are, I don't have the exact number here right now, but we've gone, what, 12 laps, 13 laps
about 13.
since the last caution?
Yeah, about 13 laps. And if you look, Paskowicz and Seifger, they stayed out, and they're still right up here. Because Paskowicz right now has got about 21, and Seifger's got about 21, and these other guys have about 14. So not really too bad tire-wise. Just a little bit of different fuel strategy, but able to hold on up here. Paskowicz still leading that outside line. And we see guys shuffling around, going up, going in, going out. Everybody's trying to get that little bit of an advantage. What line they want to be in. We almost have 2 identical, even lines here now. Let's see, who are we going to jump in with? Let's jump in with Siefker for a little bit. We'll jump around to a couple different drivers. He's sitting 5th. We'll go up to the second place driver, Aiden Patterson, down on the inside. Then go up here with Kevin Paskowitz, first truck on the outside line. You see lap traffic up ahead. I could play into it.
Yeah, they've gone 3 wide in the middle of the pack.
Wow, look at the 21. And then we have the 03 up on the outside. They're trying to, looks like, I thought maybe they were trying to form the outside line. They got a lap down truck coming into their view right here.
Yeah, they filed it out. They're back to 2 wide through the field.
I was going to say that's not going to work. Not with that lap truck up there. So Kyle Vincent Gilbert still out leading the way, 16 of Aiden Patterson, giving him a push. Then you have Kevin Paskowitz right there with the 49 of Robert Dudley, kind of back in the field a little bit. Oh, a little contact with the wall, still going straight. Wow. What is that? Let's take it quick. Right in front of Coster. That was a 37 of Sean Weaver. I think that got, he had to jump down underneath the yellow line to avoid contact. And look, we're 3 wide, a little bit further back. That 33, Mark Jenkins, running that way high outside line.
Yeah, I'm really surprised we haven't seen Robert Dudley do it again here tonight.
Makes you wonder if the trucks are just not the same. Because he was on fire, man.
It's got to punch a lot bigger hole into the air, so you get a lot more of a draft effect behind another truck.
Yeah, he was on fire the other night in that outside line. And Kyle gonna lead another lap here. That outside line can get close. They just not able to get out front just yet. You saw the 33 again make a little bit of contact with the wall. I think he's just trying to lighten the load on that truck a little bit. Scrape some paint off, take a little metal off. And you see Paskowitz, you can tell he's trying really hard to keep that truck pointing in the right direction. And they get real close, and then it just can't happen right here. Look how close they get. He's right about a truck away.
Yeah, that top line's starting to struggle. They're breaking up really bad right now.
Patterson, Aiden Patterson. We're back here with Brandon Stokes. Looking back from Corey Boudinot sitting here in 5th, 6th. And I believe that is Byron Rodney right behind him in that 75. Let's jump on the back of Byron Rodney. Looking at the 21 of Brandon Stokes in the Carolina Simworks. And not a whole lot changed up in the front. Paskowitz closer, though, to trying to take the lead over.
Yeah, it's pretty uneventful right now. Everybody kind of, filed in line, not really moving around much. We're seeing just everybody follow the leader.
Looks like Paskowitz going to beat him to the line. But Kevin Paskowitz is going to get scored, your leader that time by. And they are coming up to a lap truck. We'll see if they can get by no problems like the last one. And I believe that is the 12 of Willie Glenn. Willie's staying way up high, giving these guys plenty of room, see if everybody can make it through. And they do, but Paskowitz lost a lot there. He's dropped back a little bit from the leader. Kyle Vincent's going to get scored again. Looked like the 16 had an opportunity to jump up in front of the 7. We're going to go 3 wide behind them. And no, they keep it 2 wide. Looked like, who was that, the 49 and the 21? We're thinking about squeezing Paskowitz in the middle there. I don't know, maybe they just had to, just pushed up a little. But look, here we go. Got Paskowitz in the middle with the 44 of Matt Burkhart. Look at the run that the 21 is getting. Here goes
Robert Dudley.
Let's see what none of that is. Is that a 35? Oh, 95. What am I looking at? Devin Doss out there. I thought it was a 35. Look at Robert Dudley. Getting a good, strong push from Kevin Paskowitz. Oh, Paskowitz gets pushed to the outside, or does he go out there? And that's going to slow Dudley down, but look at the 21. Brandon Stokes going to grab him now. Dudley was so close, he probably was like, yeah, I'm going to get up there and lead. And man, it just fell apart real quick. But 3 wide, though. Dudley's going to get it that time, I believe. Yeah. And look, he jumps down in front of the 227 of Gilbert. See if Brandon Stokes looking pretty strong. See if he can get a push by the 44 and get out front now. Oh,
Kyle turned him.
Oh, and that's a big one, man. Oh, no. I was going to say, Dudley looked like he went up into the middle lane. I don't know if he was going to try to block the outside line or what, but I think when he tried to come down, it was closed up already. Go take a look again and take a look. I couldn't understand why he went up into the middle lane. Watch. You see him here. He's in front of the 227, and then he drifts up and towards the middle. Look, right here. And the 227 closed the hole. And he looked like he tried to come back down. And, man, hits the 75 of Rodney, the 28, the 37. Oh, man, just a bunch of trucks caught up in that one. That was kind of weird. I was wondering, like, why, oh, where'd he go? Try to find him again. I must be blind.
You looking for?
I was looking for Dudley. I found him now. I couldn't find him on my score. Yeah, you see him go in the middle there and then try to come back down. 78 to 23 to 42 to 37, 75. All right, while these guys pit, Give me a minute. I'm going to see if I can try and fix this overlay. We'll be right back.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides in at a 4. Who's going to be at the stripe? Dead even, give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Hopefully we have the technical difficulties taken care of here. I'm not sure what happened. I think I was getting a Windows update or something and kind of messed it up. So hopefully it's going to stop soon. It's so annoying.
Looks like we had one car stay out to get the wave around the 92 of James McDavid. He's still out there fighting, 4 laps down. He's trying to come back and get back on the lead lap. Still a lot of time to get that done. Kyle Gilbert will be your leader here on the restart, though.
So you got Kyle Gilbert, Nate Siefker, Kevin Paskowitz, Corey Budnat, Matt Burkhart, Devin Doss, Ron Hollyfield, Bob Lacavara, Chris Bouchard, and Tanner Costa, your top 10. And we're looking at 83 degrees on the track, so it dropped quite a bit from the start of the race.
Yeah, it's a big track, you know. You can't really keep all that much heat on it when you're only going over it once every minute, so.
Can you see what time of day we're at?
Yeah, we're at just past 4:30 p.m. So we've been in race session for about an hour now. We have they have about 2 hours 20 minutes left. So yeah, the best we'll see is sundown here tonight.
All right, we're lined up. Lights are out. How many guys we still have on the lead lap? Looks like we got 24 still on the lead lap. Kyle Vincent Gilbert on the inside, Nate Siefka on the outside, followed by Corey Budinat and Kevin Paskowitz, Burkhart and Doss, Hollyfield and Lacavara. Seen a nice long green flag run, just that last little stint. Coming to lap 43 of 94. Kyle has 21 laps led right now before he gets to the line again. We'll see if he's going to take the same kind of start that he did the last time, or maybe wait a little bit longer, and then we'll see if this thing shows green, actually.
Well, he's got teammates all around him, so I don't think they're going to be holding it.
All right, we're waiting for the green flag to drop here. Green flag is out. And it worked that time. Woo!
Kind of surprised he held it.
And we see guys already starting to fill those holes a little bit further back. You got Siefker on the outside with Budinat, and then you have Paskowitz down low behind the 227 of Kyle. See a couple of guys, see him moving up and down, trying to get where they feel comfortable and see who can get. Oh, we got Siefker now down to the front. And we're 3 wide behind with the 21 of Brandon Stokes. And I believe that's the 28 of Chris Bouchard right behind him up in that third lane. So Nate Siefker is going to get by, and he'll get scored for that lap also.
Brandon Stokes trying to make the pass, or he's trying to make the run now on that third line again.
They had it going before pretty good. And look at all that shuffling going on through the field. Oh, I see a Chick-fil-A mobile out there. Oh.
Yeah, there's a good amount of food trucks out there today.
My weakness, man.
Was so glad I just ate dinner when I got in here.
Oh. Had a good fight going on up here in the front. You see Brandon Stokes get back inside that high line. So he's going to tuck it in. I believe he's behind, who's at the 95 of Devin Doss. See if they can get that outside line working, get Kevin Paskowitz up to the front. And Paskowitz with a good run right there on the outside. Still got guys shuffling. That backpack is starting to separate just a little bit. Looks like Seifker got a good run. He probably going to beat him to the line again this time. Let's take a look as they come across the line. So Seifker out here leading some laps tonight.
Yeah, he's since dropping to the front, he's been in a pretty good position. He's surrounded by teammates, so.
Oh, 95. Is that the 95?
He's gonna take 3 of them with him.
Yeah, he went. Looked like he went. I don't know if he did that purposely or not, but then they followed him, so maybe that was a planned thing to get to that outside line. They got a good run going on. We're 3 wide, 3 deep right now. And with 3 wide, even further back. They settled it out. Go back up to the front. Wow, look at that outside line. They really started to get a run. And 44, see him kind of twitching out there just a little bit. Kind of breaking up the run that the 7 of PASKY had. Here comes the 95 of Das.
Outside line's working. They're looking to bring the 2 of them past the 7 of PASKY, try to make a run on the leaders, try to break up that team thing going on up there.
They got a really good run going so far. Wow, he's really close to getting the lead lap on that one. And we are still 3 wide, a couple rows deep. 95 now in front of PASKY. So it's going to let the 21 guide that outside line with the 28. You see Bob Lacavara up there with them now. And it's getting a little bit hot. Looks like that inside line still has the preferred line here because oh no, that's not going to be good.
Now Gilbert's around.
Wow.
Oh, Kyle Gilbert just went flying.
Wow. Oh, that is got to be the big one right there. Let's jump back. That has got to be the big one right there. Let me see if I can find. Oh, it looked like the 95 might have come down into PASKY. Let me back up one more time. Yeah, he was in the outside. Oh, he got a little tap from the 21 and it upset the truck a little bit. And man, it was on from there. Wow, we got to follow the 227. Watch this. Oh, let me back up just a little bit more. Watch the 227 here. See right here, look, the 21 hits the 95, sends him into the 7. The 227 goes up, and he's airborne. And then he gets hit again. Wow. Even the pace car was involved in that one. Did you see that?
No, I did.
Yeah, the pace car even got involved in that one. He got run over by a few, and then he hits the 34. Wow, a lot of trucks damaged on that one. You got Seifker, Burkhart, Brandon Stokes. Brandon Stokes with some smoke coming out. Chris Bouchard. Those guys were able to miss a lot of it. Take a look. Brandon Stokes smoking coming in. He should, I believe he should still have a fast repair. But he should be able to get it. Yeah, he got that truck fixed. Ray Black Jr. staying out. He's going to be scored your leader.
This definitely knocks a lot of those front runners out of the race, though, because a lot of them were involved in that first the wreck prior to this one.
Yeah, this is really going to change things up. We'll have to see how this works out. You got Aiden Patterson. Looks like he's going to get out second. And then Nate Siefker. And then I believe it's going to be Brandon Stokes. Yeah. Mark Jenkins, Chad Witt. Ron Hollyfield's going to get out seventh.
I'm showing at least 4 trucks are going to be sitting on pit road. One's coming off now. Bob Lecavera will make his way out. But Kyle Gilbert, Chris Bouchard, and Matt Burkhardt are still sitting there.
Now, I don't think...
Kyle Gilbert has called it a night.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't think Gilbert used any repairs earlier. I don't remember seeing him involved in anything, but...
He took some front-end damage when he made contact with Robert Dudley.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that he called it a night.
Josh Winiger will also call it a night here today.
Wow. We'll wait for these guys to go across the start-finish line, make sure we got the scoring correct. We do have, the way it looks right now, 22 maybe on the lead lap. And then Byron Rodney, I believe, is going to be the first truck a lap down in that number 75. So if he can hang on tight, he will be the lucky dog for the next one if he can make it through. He's going to come down pit road and get some fresh tires and some rubber on that, some fuel in that car. 13 lead changes, 49 laps completed. We still got 45 laps to go. Take a quick look at the weather again. About 80 degrees on the track now, so weather not really an issue. You can definitely see the change in the sun here, though, now.
Yeah, earlier we were seeing, actually right now you can see how in turn 1 it is darker than the rest of the track, really.
And we're going in right now.
And Paul, I don't know if you've noticed this about the day-night cycles they have now. As the sun's going down, especially, I really noticed it racing Daytona on the road course. You'd be in turn 3 and 4, that sun starts to set. It is dark in that corner.
Yeah.
Before the lights even kick on, just because of how high banked those corners are. You're down in the corner. You don't have any of that sunlight.
Yeah, and even when the sun, like before that, when the sun gets to that right angle, when you come into 4, you can actually see it. It really blurs your vision up quite a bit. I like it. I think it's pretty cool what they did. It seems to be working pretty good so far. Let me see. Let's go.
Gilbert's back on the track. He's having a little bit of a connection issue right now, though.
Kevin Paskowitz back here in 22nd. I'll go up to Sean Weaver. 21st, he started 18th. Matt Burkhardt started 20th. He's 14th. Chris Bouchard started 19th. He is 10th. I'm sorry, started 10th. He's shown 19th. Bob Lacavara started 19th. He's 18th. Matthew Tyrrell started 12th. He's 17th. Oot Baker started 20th. He's 16th. Tanner Coster started 11th. He is in 15th. Johnny Antonucci started 22nd. He's up in 14th. Corey Budnak got caught in that last one. He started 5th. He's back in 13th. Jordan Barry started 29th. He's 12th. Lonnie Barrington started 17th. He's 11th. Robert Dudley started 28th. He's up in 10th. Bradley Allison started 9th, sitting 9th. Ron Hollyfield, Jeff Hollingsworth started 2nd. He's 8th. Ron Hollyfield started 15th. He is 7th. So we got a big change in the field here so far. And Ray Black Jr. up front leading some laps. Take a quick look where he started. He started 24th. He is up here in the lead. 3 laps led. Be taking these guys to green when the lights go out here. Hayden Patterson started on the pole. He's currently sitting second. And let's see where Seifker started 26th. And he led a bunch of laps also. Even Brandon Stokes, you see him, he started 4th. He's still sitting 4th. And then Mark Jenkins started 27th, and he's up to 5th. We've got some movers going on.
Yeah, that caution really shuffled the field, put the guys that were running in the back for most of the race up front, and guys that have been up front in the back.
All right, lights should go out this time. Excuse me. Let's take a quick look again. 22 on the lead lap. Looks like Rob Jenkins is going to be your first truck for the Lucky Dog. Byron Rodney went in. He must have lost that one position to Rob Jenkins in the 89. Then you go back a little bit to Byron Rodney, and then Willie Glenn and Kyle Vincent Gilbert, but he's sitting on pit road. Not sure if he's going to make it back out in time. He may end up going a second lap down. We're tuned in here to PASKY Slam Cake Vapes truck series here at Talladega Super Speedway. Next week, these guys will be live on their all-star race at Eldora, slinging some dirt. So should be a pretty interesting all-star race. If you want to come and check it out, we'll be live again about 8:20 Eastern. I'm sorry, 9:20 Eastern. It should be pretty good. Like I said, man, ever since I figured out third gear, it definitely was a lot better.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to give that a try. Kyle Gilbert did make it back on the track. He's having some connection issues, though. Saw his ping up in the 700 to 800s. It is since dropped, but he's still having a little bit of intermediate blinking issues. So we'll definitely look to see if that clears up for him and he can get back in this race.
Yeah. Connection issues are the worst, man. I don't get them all that much, but every so often, you know, you do catch that bug. And, man, it always seems to happen to me when I have a good truck or a good car. Never on a night when I'm having a crummy night or a bad race. It's always when you're doing good, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you still finished second that one night you had it.
I got lucky on that one, man. I had a good crew chief that night, man. I told him too. I said, if I lose him as a crew chief, I'm done. But it was a lot of fun. I like the new configuration at Pocono.
Yeah, it definitely feels like there's a lot more grip there.
And that tunnel turn, you know, once you figure it out, it's so much more roomy, man. But you still don't want to be on the outside of that tunnel turn. You know when there's somebody on the inside of you, man, you're gonna have to eat it.
Yeah.
All right, Ray Black Jr. gonna bring these guys to green. He is on the inside. Aiden Patterson on the outside. Let's see what kind of start we get here. Do these guys keep this outside line going, or does everybody jump down to the inside? Pace car is in. Waiting to see if Ray Black's gonna wait for the green, or is he gonna go ahead? Be coming to lap 54 this time by, and the green flag is out. Ray Black Jr. got a pretty good jump. Don't want to get too far out, though. Seifker's trying to roll up behind him to try and catch him. Looks like the 16. Yeah, he's going to jump down low. I was going to say he got left out there for a little bit. A lot of these guys up in the front going to drop it down to that inside line. Oh, no. As I say that, the 21, Brandon Stokes goes out there. And here comes Siefker back out with the 16. And we may be going back 3 wide again, yes.
Yep, 3 wide up front.
And, you know, Brandon Stokes is making that outside line work, man, but 3 wide the last couple times just didn't work out really good. Now they're back 2 wide. Brandon Stokes putting on a good fight to try to get that lead. But Nate Siefker goes to the point. That outside line is actually forming up really good.
Yeah, it's been doing pretty well. Even when they go 3 wide, that the top side has been performing well here, surprisingly, in the trucks.
We got just about you know, 2 even lines here now. A little bit broken up towards the back, but up towards the front. That outside line actually has a few more trucks than the inside line. You would think that would really get them, you know, out to the front. Oh, we're almost 3 wide. And we are 3 wide for the lead. It's anybody's right now. It looks like it's going to be the 21. Does he get it? Yeah, Brandon Stokes gets the lead there. 3 wide for the lead, bro. Wow. And Siefker now gets to the back of Stokes, and that's going to leave the 33 of Mark Jenkins all alone in that outside line. Well, on that top line, I should say. He kind of lost the back bumper of the 21 of Stokes, and Siefker filled it right up. The 33 looking for a place to try to get back in. It looks like he'll drop it back in front of the 49 of Robert Dudley. We are now 2 wide, mega deep. Brandon Stokes gets another lap led. These guys are fighting out pretty good up here in the front. Ah, Siefker to the inside now.
Yeah, an interesting move to see Stokes stick to that top line.
Oh!
Refusing to go. We got 1 turn. Oh, and they're going to save it. Oh, and another one down on the apron. He's coming back onto the track. He is going to save it.
Wow.
Is he? He's coming back on the track again.
Little bit of contact with some drivers a little further back, but man, everybody's got it going in the right direction. Chris Bouchard losing a ton of spots there, but managing to save that truck. And look at that, that breaks up that front pack. We got big separations now. We got a few different packs running here. We still got a fight up here in the front between Brandon Stokes and Nate Siefker. What's up, Adam? Pretty close up here. Looks like Siefker going to beat him to the line, and there's only really those 2 trucks down on the inside line as opposed to those 4 on the outside line. Going to be real close at the line here. 21 getting a great run. Going to grab it that time by. Just not able to clear the 2. Oh, yellow is out.
Ray Black Jr. way underpowered.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I'm looking at that now. Let me go back and see if we can find out what happened here.
Oh, did we have a truck blow up on the track? And then Ray Black Jr. just locked up on his own.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to avoid it. Oh, and hard up into the wall. Who was that? The 57 of David Bigger. Let me back it up again.
Whoa, he just went straight into the outside wall.
Yeah, oh yeah, he disappeared on us for a little bit, so he might have had like a connection issue or something like that.
I think we would have stayed green, and then Ray Black Jr. just locked it up, went right into the wall, and David collected him afterwards. David's saying on the radio he's not even sure what happened.
Yeah, like when we were just watching him now, he disappeared a bunch of times back and forth, so it definitely had to be something connection-wise. All right, so let's see. Nate Siefker, Brandon Stokes out here. They only have 11 laps on their tires, as well as most of the other guys. There's a few with 8 laps on their tires, so are they going to come in or are they going to stay out?
I imagine they come in. Because you come in here, for sure you're going to be able to make it to the end.
That's true. And are they gonna fake it? Oh yeah, they're gonna duck it on down. All right, we got guys coming down pit road. We'll see who stays out to try to get some laps led or some track position.
Robert Dudley staying out.
Robert Dudley feeling brave, huh? Let's see if he gets scored for it. Yes, he does. So Robert Dudley gonna get another lap led. Wow, pit road is busy. Who was the lucky dog? I believe it was the 89 of Rob Jenkins, maybe. Yeah. So 89 Rob Jenkins is going to get back on the lead lap. Let's see how this all shakes out here. You got Robert Dudley up here in the front. Sean Weaver. Aiden Patterson. I see Byron Rodney's stuck in the middle of that. I think maybe he's either waiting to go on pit road or he was hoping these guys were going to pit maybe and get the wave around. He's got to see if 49 goes in. If the 49 doesn't go in, he's going to have to go in and do something. He's not going to get that wave around.
And they just gave an EOL to Chad Witt.
Where is Chad Witt? And has he got maybe damage on the truck or something?
No, they said that he caused that commotion earlier, and they gave him the EOL for it.
And well, we see Robert Dudley does stay out. John Weaver stays out. Aiden Patterson, kind of screwy there. You got Jordan Barry with 9 laps on his tires. I don't know how he's in that spot. All right, he's dropping back. There we go. I was gonna say, I couldn't understand how he was staying in that spot, but we got it now. Got to wait for it to catch up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to next week, man, at Eldora. I think that's going to be pretty slick.
Yeah, definitely.
I haven't been on the dirt since the last update. Do you know if they change? You know, have they give you the options yet to like how wet or how dry you want the track?
You know, honestly, I haven't been on dirt in months, really.
Yeah, and you were good to it for. You were on a winning streak for a while, man.
Yeah, sprint cars. I'm good with the smaller cars. You put me in a big block car, and there's no way.
Really? Yeah.
I can't do the street stocks. I can't do the late models. I can't do the trucks.
Wow. Yeah, I remember we did a couple of races back then, man. But I mean, it was fun, but I'd never really done dirt, so I was kind of lost. But I tried.
Yeah.
I got on, you know, after doing Eldora in the third gear. I got back in the street stocks, and I was actually able to run some laps. But then I haven't been on since this. I think the update where they came out with the transition. I haven't been on dirt since. I haven't really had a whole lot of time between school and holidays and everything else. You know, the kids with school plus the holidays. Man, my time is so full. It's so hard to do anything. I don't. Even with our races, I don't hardly get on a whole lot anymore. Even to run some practice that I want to run. A lot of times I'm saving it for, the 50-minute warm-ups during the race.
Well, I'm in Daytona 24 mode, so road racing's all I've been doing.
Nice. I was out with Wingnut in the Xfinity car, and he was getting me around the Roval. I've never been on the Roval, and he's pretty good. I couldn't keep up with him, but I was starting to get it. We set up a server for an hour, and I was surprised. Next thing you know, it was telling us that it was over, and both of us were surprised because it didn't seem like an hour, but it was definitely a lot of fun, man. I can't wait to get back on tomorrow night. Just waiting to see if we're going to do those in the Cup cars in October or not. I heard the Cup cars are a little bit more of a handful.
Yeah, there's a lot more throttle control involved in it.
I think if, guys show patience, we might be able to get through it. But, that could be a disaster in the making.
Yeah.
All right, lights are out, and we'll have to see how this goes here. How many laps? We got 14 laps on Sean Weaver, on Robert Dudley, 11 laps on Weaver, 11 laps on Barry, and then from Aiden Patterson pretty much on back. Those guys got fresh tires. Not that it really makes that much of a difference, but with the track changing a little bit, you never know, especially going through that tri-oval, that dog leg, whatever it is.
Yeah.
You can get real unstable going through there.
Yeah, all it takes is a little bump.
And you definitely can see the color of the sun changed right now too. I mean, it looks like it's starting to get closer towards sunset,
Yeah, we're sitting just after 5, so I mean, I think the latest we'll go with 6, maybe, but if we can keep it green here, it'll be over before we know it.
Yeah. Coming to lap 64 of 94. Saw a couple good long green flag runs. And look at the 49. He is going to get way out front. I don't know if that's going to work too good for him, but we'll watch and see what these guys do. They may just swallow him right up. Look at the 16 immediately going to the outside with, who is that, the 32? 37 of Sean Weaver. Now he jumps back down. The 26 now, Jordan Barry going out to the outside. We're going to be 3 wide up towards the front. A little bit of shuffling going on. It looks like the 16 of Patterson is going to get it with the 33 of Mark Jenkins right behind him. Oh, look, wow. I did not see that hole in the bottom. I thought he was going down. The 37 squeezed it right back down into that low lane. But I didn't think there was an opening for it. And look, we are 3 wide, dude. Here we go again.
Yeah, we were 3 wide, 3 deep there for just a while. But things have kind of sorted out. We're back to pack racing.
We just have the 26 now stuck up in that outside line. Now we got a fight up in the front between Jenkins and Patterson. And look at Paskowitz still right up there in the front of this pack. Even the 42 of Hollingsworth's got his way up there again. Siefker's still back up in the front. And now we have, who is that? Is that Ron Holyfield I see down there in the bottom? Yeah, back in 12.
Yep.
And look at Paskowitz to the front. He's going to duck it down low in front of the 33. Look at the run the 42's got. Does Paskowitz get it, or did... wow, Kevin Paskowitz did get it, just barely. Jeff Hollingsworth now down to the inside line. And Siefker out to the front. I mean, out to the outside of the front. You know what I mean. Never mind.
Yeah, it's going around and around, really. So you got a lot of names. You got, oh, man.
Wow. Like a slingshot, man. He got down there in the front. So Siefker now going to go back to the lead if he can get across the line before the 21 of Stokes. Oh, where'd I go? Sorry, wrong button. Wow, look at the run.
Stokes might have a shot.
Yeah, he's got it.
Stokes is going to get it.
Wow, that was a great run there by Brandon Stokes to get out there. And then we are kind of split up a little bit further behind. We're going to go 3 wide again right here with the 21, the 7, and the 42, and part of the 33. And it looks like that's going to work its way through.
Oh, we got one going on.
Oh, man, I just heard it too.
Robert, no, another wreck after the crash.
All right, let's go back. Let's try to sort this out here. See what happened. We'll follow the 23 first of Lonnie Barrington, because we did see his truck with some damage. So let's see if we can find out what happened here. Oh, he makes contact with the 21, and the 49 gets hit, the 44. Oh, and then looked like, I think Byron Rodney was trying to avoid it, and I believe he made contact with somebody. Yeah. Tried to avoid it, got slid up into the 89, both of them hard into the wall. Go back one more time with the 23. See if we can see what happened with him here. By changing our view here. Yeah, it looked like the 21 was going to try to get in behind the 23 and just timed it wrong, maybe just a little bit, man. And it was pretty much on from there. Wow, what a shame. All right, we are under caution. And looks like, oh, the fake at the line.
Yep.
Looks like Siefker was going to come down with Hollingsworth, then they kind of backed off at the last minute. So he's going to stay out. 27 laps to go. I know it sounds like a short race, but you know how 27 laps is here. Wait for them to go across the line. We'll bring up the top 10. We'll run through the field a little bit. Kind of see where some of these guys started and where they're at now. Let's take a quick look at the top 10. You got Nate Siefker, Jeff Hollingsworth, Mark Jenkins, Kevin Paskowitz, Aiden Patterson, John Weaver, Ron Holyfield, Jordan Barry, Bradley Allison, Johnny Antonucci rounding out your top 10. Now we see the lucky dog going by, so that should put us... What do we got? Chad Witts in the pits. Bob Jenkins in the pits. Might put us 18, 18 trucks on the lead lap. Let's take a look. We'll run through the field real quick while we're under caution here. We got Nate Siefker, started 26th. He is up in the front, and he's got 10 laps led. Jeff Hollingsworth started second. He's still hanging on the second. Mark Jenkins, he's started 27th. He's up to third. Kevin Paskowitz started 13th. He is up to fourth. Aiden Patterson started on the pole. He is in fifth. Then you got Sean Weaver, who started 18th, and he is sixth. Ron Hollyfield started 15th, and he is currently sitting seventh. I am not used to seeing him in the 14. That throws me off. Jordan Barry, he's started 29th. He's eighth. Bradley Allison started ninth, sitting ninth, and then Chris Bouchard started 10th, sitting 10th. It's weird when you get used to seeing a driver in one number, and then they run somewhere else and they're in a different number. It kind of throws you off a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of like NASCAR, really. You get used to seeing one guy in one number, and then next thing you know, another driver's running that number.
Yeah, this year's it should be pretty interesting. A lot of changes happen.
Yeah, a lot of drivers moving around to different teams.
Yeah, and some drivers not coming back too. I don't think Jamie McMurray got a ride, right? I think Jamie.
Yeah, he's gonna be up in the broadcast booth.
Yeah, that'd be a little bit weird. Some of them guys do really good though.
Yeah, I'm. I've been kind of following Jeffrey Earnhardt, so it's gonna be really exciting to see what he can do in a Joe Gibbs car.
He's running Xfinity?
Yeah, he's going to run Xfinity for Joe Gibbs. He's actually going to be in the same car that Kyle Busch is going to be running when he drops down.
Oh, nice. Yeah, hopefully with the right equipment, he'll be able to get something done. He's been pretty good, just hasn't been the most luckiest.
Yeah.
We know how that goes. There's been plenty times, you know what I mean?
Yep. Well, we're nearing 20 to go already.
Yeah, getting close here now. We're just waiting. Long laps here under caution. That's the only thing, even as a driver, you're like, come on, man. You want to get back to it, especially running those speeds all that time, and then come back out here and pace around at 50, 60 miles an hour. You feel like you're crawling. Here's some guys trying to save a little bit of fuel.
Yeah.
Don't really want to.
I think at this point, you're better off just throwing it in fourth and driving.
Yeah. So much banking, man. Oh, Hollingsworth looks like Seifert is going to take the outside line. Man, looks like he's setting up for the outside line. I don't know. I don't know if I would do that. What do you think?
I have no idea.
That's kind of like he is your leader, so I don't know, man. He's up there with Paskowitz. We know Paskowitz can push real good, but then if you look at Hollingsworth down there with Jenkins, I mean, those two guys are good. So this might be a real interesting start here, man. I'm not really sure how this is going to work out.
He went to the high line because his teammates there.
Yeah, but still, the high line. You know it's working, but is it working that good?
What he can do on that high line, pace car goes down, you can jump the start with your teammate, knowing full well he's going to be right there when you get going, and you guys can drop in front of second place pretty quickly.
I'm going to hold on to my seat for this one. The 0-3 Bradley Allison back up here. A couple of these guys that got involved were able to get some repairs done and get back out. See a little bit of shuffling going on further back, trying to get the starting order right. All right, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Definitely going to see how this works out. Because you got two strong guys on the bottom, too. And then you got even the 16 of Patterson, who started on the pole. We've seen him pretty quick out there. Oy. All right, pace car is in. We're going to see what happens here. Seifger on the outside on the start. 42 of Hollingsworth down low. If they're going to wait for the green flag, or are they going to take it before? Here they go. Green flag drops. And they're almost clear of the 42.
Yeah, 42's got no help behind him. They don't really have help behind them right now, but they do have two cars, so we'll see if that works out as they come to the straight now. And that line on the inside line has collected the 42.
Yeah, 33 Mark Jenkins. He's a good pusher, too. That's why I said I thought that inside line was going to be really strong. Here goes the battle now, too. And I'm sure these guys are aware of the laps winding down, so it's pretty much start putting your cards on the table. Take a look from a little bit higher view. Can't believe actually to see the 7 still up in the front after all the damage that he had. I guess he got lucky, had that repair ready.
Yeah, this is the first time he's really been back up front since that damage. So we'll definitely see if he can make the moves he needs to get up front now. His teammate is right in front of him. He's got one other teammate on there. Oh!
Wow.
Oh, we got one through the grass right now.
Yeah, 33 of Mark Jenkins. They made a little bit of contact. Is he going to be able to save it? Wow, that was close. Let's go back real quick. I got to see that. While we're green. Yeah, he made a little bit of contact with the 2, and that sends him through the grass. Real close right there with Hoot Baker. All right, we are still fighting it out up front. Paskowitz up in the front now. Hollingsworth going to the outside line. And Seifger is on the outside line. Jordan Barry on the inside line. See who's going to get to that start line first. Looks like Paskowitz will get that one. Let's see if he can back that up. He's got 12 laps led so far, so he definitely had the truck up in the front for a little bit. We got lap traffic in front. Oh, look at Jordan Barry. Just sneaks through to the outside in the front. That was a good move right there.
Yeah, it was.
See if lap traffic is going to be a factor. No. I believe that's 77 Chad Witt. He does keep it up high. And look at the 26. It looks like he might make it across the line first. He's going to drop back down in front of Paskowicz. Yep. And Jordan Barry up front now. And he'll get a lap led, get a bonus point for leading that lap. Try to be in the right place at the right time. Oh, a couple guys underneath the yellow line. Wow, do you see that? 16.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody hit the yellow line. I'm not sure who it was.
Yeah, 16 was left side's underneath on the turn. And usually truck don't handle very well through the turns underneath the yellow. He did a pretty good job of it. I want to take a look back. I don't want to leave the action up here, but I want to take a look back at that last pack. Oh, Paskowicz trying to go to the outside. Almost makes contact with the 42, and they're going to be 3 wide because it was not open. I think he saw it at the last minute, or the 42 might have backed out because that could have been bad right there. So that pushes the 42 of Hollingsworth to the outside by himself.
Yeah, I think the 42 thought he was going to go high to get around the 7, but he didn't realize that the 2 was a teammate of the 7.
And look at, we got a battle up in the front now between Barry and Paskowicz. Barry easily out front. 17 laps to go this time by. All right, I'm going to jump back to, I believe, the 03. Go back a little bit further to Johnny Antonucci's running with the 21 of Brandon Stokes. We got Rob Jenkins by himself and Mark Jenkins by himself. Then you got a couple of lap down trucks together a little bit further back in a single line. They are going to catch these guys, so they might end up all forming up together. See if they got enough to get these guys back towards the front. Right now, the action is up front. Jordan Barry still out front. Kevin Paskowicz on the outside trying to get back up there. That outside line is a little bit unstable right now.
Did you see who snuck into the top 5? Ron Hollifield up there.
Yeah, I've been watching him, man. He's definitely moving forward at the right time here. He needs a win eventually, man. Help that momentum. He's definitely improved as a driver tremendously. It's like he flipped a switch one day and just came out and it's like, okay, I'm here, you know. I know he's got a new wheel and stuff, and I think he's finally tuned it in. Paskowicz going to get that one. Yep, Kevin Paskowicz going to lead that lap. Jordan Barry fighting back on the inside. Let's see, let's jump in with Ron Hollifield. We'll take a lap with him.
Oh, he just went down beneath the yellow.
He probably won't be happy that we were in his truck with him. Like, dude, that was the wrong timing, man. What are you doing? But he's sitting back here in a pretty good spot. Go back
what
here.
What has happened to Paskowicz's draft?
Yeah, he kind of got shuffled there. And look, 3 wide. Once again. 13 laps this time by. Let's see, can they keep it together here? Wow, that is so close right there. They got 3 in the outside. Well, we had 3 in the top lane, 3 in the middle lane. They bring it back down and form 2 lanes again one more time. Try and get another push. It's just insanity. And who is that?
Are counting down.
07, Ray Black Jr. up on that third lane. He's trying to get another one of those laps back. He's alone and still doing pretty good. Almost like what we saw in the Xfinity car.
Yeah, he had another truck jump out with him.
Yep. Oh, he's going to jump back down. He's going to bring it in right now. Go back to 2 wide. Let's see who's going to get the lead here across the line. It's really close. It looks like Barry's got the edge. And I believe it's going to go to Jordan Barry. So Jordan Barry back now. And 3 wide. Look at the 07 out there on the outside, almost up in the front. Oh, contact between the 03, and they're going around. Oh, no, Siefker involved in that. Oh, dude, I got to back it up while we're green. Take a look at that.
We have an admin throwing caution.
Well, let's see. They make contact right here. The 7 goes up. Nothing he can do. Collects the 2. And who else did he grab there? Back up one more time to see if we can see. The 97 and the 37, I believe it was. Oh, and the 7 backs it up hard into the wall, too. 37, not too much damage. Let's see, Tanacoster. Not too much damage. All right. We got 11 laps to go. You're the leader.
You're staying out.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you're going in, man. Tires aren't really that much of a factor. As long as you can make it on fuel, I don't think you really want to give up any of that track position.
I mean, there's 17 cars in the lead lap. But yeah, if more than 5 stay out, you're going to be fighting traffic really the whole time.
Yeah. And you see, it's almost impossible to get by out here. And watch, we say that, and watch them all come in. So who's going to be your lucky dog on that one? Should be Lonnie Barrington in the 23, as long as he didn't have any contact. All right, we're going to see the fake. Or are they going in? Yeah, no, I didn't think they were going in. Trying to bait them to get down pit road here. Let's take a quick look here. 31 lead changes. We still got 11 laps to go. And let's take a look at the weather. Air temperature went down to 69. Track temperature is at 70. Wait for them to come around. Yeah, I believe the lucky dog is going around now. Let's see, what do we got on the lead lap still here with Lonnie Barrington? That'll put 18 on the lead lap. It looks like right now the way it sits, Willie Glenn in that 12 will be the lucky dog if we get a caution before the end of this race. And he is only 1 lap down, so that would put him back on the lead lap. Who was also fighting for a bunch of laps back? I believe that was Ray Black Jr. He's still 2 down. A big fight right here between Jordan Barry and Kevin Paskowicz. Back and forth, man. Both drivers swapping that #1 spot for a few laps back and forth.
Yep, and remember, we only have, let's see, we're still have the pace car lights on, so we're gonna have what 3-4 laps, and if we have another caution, this race is over.
Hopefully it'll end on the green. I like to see a fight at the line, you know.
Yeah.
Even if it's a big wreck at the white, you know, it's nice to see them fight across the line, man, because it's always exciting. But we'll have to wait and see. Oh, we got guys saving fuel here. I don't want to give anything away, but we got guys saving fuel. Going through the field just a little bit here. Ron Holyfield up at 4th.
Yeah, he's been doing pretty well here tonight, and you know, honestly, he's gonna be. Actually, I'm showing he's in 5th, so he'll be starting on that inside line, unless my timing's off. Oh no, yep, he's in 4th. He'll be on the outside.
We got Johnny Antonucci, who we're inside with right now, in 11th. Brandon Stokes up here in 10th. Matthew Terrell up here in 9th. Corey Boudinot in 8th. And then look at Hoot Baker down here. Been quiet all night, sitting up here in 7th. Take a look at that truck. Looks like he's pretty clean, too.
Yep.
Where did Chris Bouchard start? Started 10th, currently sitting 6th, so he's in a pretty good spot. Oh, sorry about that. This is PASKY Slam Cake Vapes Truck Series here at Talladega Super Speedway, and like we said earlier, next week will be the All-Star race at Eldora. That should be pretty good. Tune in next week and watch the All-Star race at Eldora. That's going to be a pretty exciting race too. And like I always say, and I said it in the last couple broadcasts, I like the restrictor plate racing because it's exciting, but cautions kill you, and once you get damaged or you lose the pack, it's kind of like you almost feel like you're out there alone.
Yeah, I've been out there a couple times where you lose the pack and you're ready to throw it in.
Yeah. What's up, Joe? How's it going? Got Joe Morganti out there. It looks like Barry is setting up for the inside. See if the lights go out this time. If it does, we'll have 7 laps to go at the green. I had to grab a drink, man. Ooh. Getting hot in this booth. Somebody needs to come and install some air. All right, yeah, so it looks like Jordan Barry going to take the inside, Paskowicz on the outside. This will be the final restart of the night, I believe. Well, yeah, it depends. But I think it's going to be last start of the night. Hopefully we can keep it green to the end and have a battle for the win here, man. A couple of drivers sitting in some really good spots here, too. So that outside line was working pretty good. You got Paskowicz out there, Holyfield out there, Bouchard. And I believe that's Corey Boudinot behind him. And then on the inside line, you got Barry. You got Patterson. And then Hollingsworth, so and then Hoot Baker. Still anybody's game, Steve.
Yep, and it's gonna be hard-nosed racing here at the final, the closing of this race here tonight.
Yeah, this is gonna be all take, no give. I know a lot of places, even we run 10 laps to go, it's fair game, you know?
Yep. And, you know, just keep in mind, white flag, there is no cautions.
Yeah, that's why I say if it's going to happen, let it happen on the white flag so we can still race back to the checkers. Especially see a 3 or 4 wide battle at the checker, you know?
Yeah.
All right, pace car starts heading down. We're going to see Jordan Barry take these guys to green on the inside line. Be 7 laps to go when they cross the line. Got Pasquich on the outside and Jordan Barry, your leader, on the inside. Let's see if he's going to wait. He's going to hold them off. No, he's not. He's going to go. Looks like Pasquich was kind of ready for him. Didn't really let him get too far ahead. 16 is going to jump up with Pasquich. Here comes the 42 now of Hollingsworth to the inside.
Holyfield drops to the bottom.
Yeah, I think that's a good move right there by Holyfield. Get down in that low lane and hang on for a little bit. Seen a couple of drivers start jumping up to that outside line. See the 21, Brandon Stokes, back out there. I believe that's Chris Bouchard right in front of him also. Those guys aren't afraid of the outside line. You've seen them trying to make it work earlier. We'll see if Jordan Barry's going to make it to the line. Oh, we're going to go 3 wide. Bouchard going to take it to the top lane, followed by Stokes. That was close at the line.
16 looked like he was going to try to go out there. Didn't have enough room. He's still trying to push him up the track.
Wow. Jordan Barry got that point. We'll see if he can hang on to it. Wow, look at the shuffle going on.
That was a crazy move by Pasquich.
Oh, yeah.
And he's dropping back to the middle line.
I think he's trying to hold off that outside line. You know, they were getting a good run, so, you know, why not jump on there and grab it? But, wow, man, that was scary for a second.
Coming to the 5 to go. A caution here will now end the race.
Oh, and here it is.
Oh, and he turned the leader.
Oh, man.
And Holyfield finishes 3rd here tonight.
Wow. Got to go back. Got to go back. Take a look what happened here. You see. Oh, look like. Ooh, I don't know. Kind of hard to tell.
That good to me.
Yeah, and a little bit of contact. Not a whole lot, but just enough to really throw everything around. Wow. Paskowicz, and where did Barry go now? Let me go back up with Barry, take a look with him. Yeah, I was going to say, you know, being the leaders, you get happy. Oh, wow, he got hit hard. Who was that? Let me see if I can find out who came flying into the back of the 26. Who's in that silver truck? That might have been Johnny Antonucci. Yeah, let's go back with Johnny Antonucci and drive inside with him real quick. See if we can find him. I hate when it pushes me off of their truck. Seriously? Oh, never mind. It ain't gonna let me do it. So it's got Hollingsworth in first, Patterson in second, and Holyfield in third. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna go back green. Do you?
No, we're coming to 3 to go now. You're gonna have a lucky dog go around this time. Then you'll have 2 to go next time, and I'm pretty sure it's over.
Let's take a quick look here. Hollingsworth. He started second, so he's got himself been up here all night. Look at Aiden Patterson. He started first, so they swapped spots. Look at the big movie here is Ron Hollyfield 15th to 3rd. Hoot Baker 20th to 4th. And then Terrell 12th to 5th. Not too bad. Let's take a quick look. Got 70 degrees again back on the track, 69 in the air, so not too bad. Just curious to see. Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to end. All right, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Truex in the outside, contact made. 56 slides in at a 4. Who's going to be into the stripe? Dead even. Give it to Ryan Truex. Truex is your winner over Tandy.
All right, we are back. We're just waiting for these pace laps to end. Right now, the way it sits, looks like Jeff Hollingsworth's going to take home the win here. Aiden Patterson is going to be second. Ron Hollyfield will be your top 3. Hoot Baker gets his way up to 4th. Matthew Terrell is being scored 5th. Corey Budenot being scored 6th. Tanner Coster in at 97 is being scored 7th. Nate Siefker is going to be scored 8th, and then Johnny Antonucci is going to be scored 9th. Bradley Allison 10th. Summary's not totally right. Showing 6 cautions here. Laps completed 92. We had 32 lead changes. And we are on the final lap now. A lot of racing tonight. A lot of 3 wide. Seen some good moves too. Seen some good saves. A couple drivers able to save it going through the grass and keep it going straight. Unfortunately, we end under caution here tonight. Hollingsworth started 2nd, and he is going to take home the win. This is PASKY Slam Cake Vapes Truck Series on Talladega Super Speedway. And like I said earlier, next week is going to be the All-Star race at Eldora. So that should be pretty interesting. Always good to see dirt racing and the trucks, especially if these guys can tune these trucks in a little bit. We've seen some really good racing. We did a couple of leagues last year in trucks at Eldora, and they actually turned out to be pretty good. Steve had to go, so I appreciate Steve being in here with me while he could. Got an early morning tomorrow, so Steve had to leave. So I will wait for these guys to finish up. I'll grab top 3. We'll get some interviews in, and then we'll wrap it up here. We got racing going on Monday nights. Right now, Monday nights, Wednesday nights, Friday nights, and Sunday nights. In February, we will add on Tuesday nights with Somo. So we just have to wait for their season opener to start in February. But we will be bringing you their Portside Jaguar Land Rover B Series. All right, getting ready to cross the checkered here. And there's your winner, Jeff Hollingsworth. Started 2nd, 7 laps led. Gonna take that one at the flag. And that's the one that counts. He's waiting for the track to clear to get some rubber thrown around, hopefully. All right, that's your winner. We are going to try and get 3rd place here with Ron Hollyfield. So give me a second while I pull him up here and find him in the chat. See if I can find him. Oh, what I hit. Where are you, Ron? I'm not seeing him in here. All right, I am not seeing Ron Hollyfield, so I don't think I'm going to get a word in with Ron Hollyfield. But Ron Hollyfield started 15th, and he finishes 3rd here tonight. So a good run for Ron. Let's move on to 2nd place, Aiden Patterson, who did start on the pole. Let's see if we can find him. Yeah, here he goes. All right, Aiden, SR Booth, you got a copy. Hey, Aiden, this is Paul up in the SR booth. Do you got a copy, bud? I guess we're having some issues trying to get interviews in here tonight. All right, I will go to the winner then, Jeff Hollingsworth. All right, Jeff, this is the SR booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, Paul, how you doing, buddy?
All right, man. You're doing pretty good. Congratulations on that win, man. You started second, so you definitely had a truck that had some speed here tonight. 8 laps led, take home the checkers. Not the best finish in the world, ending on the caution, but you got to be feeling good about the win.
I feel lucky. I need to go buy a lottery ticket.
You better buy 2, man, because that was pretty good.
Yeah, it was an interesting race, I'll say that. I appreciate y'all broadcasting though, and the people that put it on for us. When it was racing, there was some good racing in there. It's just it's plate race, and I'm not a big fan of them anyway. So I'm very lucky to be here. Yeah,
like I always say every time, man, I enjoy these tracks because it's always high intensity when you're racing around the pack, man. But it's just that luck just always seems to run out. But it really wasn't bad. You guys had some real, good long green flag runs in between. There was a bunch of 3 wide guys going up into that outside line, and it seemed to be working pretty good. But it caused a little bit of problems here and there. You managed to keep it up in the front, though, man. You started second here tonight. You definitely were a contender pretty much the whole race. Good to see you get out here and get the win. I know next week we're going to Eldora, which is like a total different thing. You plan on running the All-Star?
Yeah, I'll run it, but I'm not a dirt guy, but I'll show up, see what happens.
Yeah, I used to not be really good on Eldora. I found a little secret was stay in third gear. I would go to fourth gear trying to go around the track, and I would wreck every time. I stayed in third gear. I was able to actually drive and be somewhat competitive. So I don't know if you want to try that or not, but I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. It looks like it's going to be a pretty good race there. And the All-Star, that's a pretty wild card right there.
10-4, thanks for the advice. I will have to get in some time because I don't dirt, so it'll be interesting. But as what you're saying, as far as that outside line, that was the line. I mean, you could fly up there, but there's a lot of cutthroat stuff going on, people blocking, and just it was a little crazy. So
yeah, a little bit tough.
At the end there, I was like, I'm just gonna stay tucked in behind the guy in front of me and just ride it out and hopefully get a top 5. And stuff happens, and I end up winning. I'll take that too.
I was gonna say you got the top 1. That's what counts, man. Led 8 laps, but the biggest one that counts is going across the checkers. So, not too bad, man. At least this is over with. You can move on from here. You know how these plate tracks are, man. It's tough. But we had a couple of really good long green flag rugs in between. I had a little bit of issues on my end. We got that straightened out, thankfully, before the broadcast was over. But not to take away, man. Second place start and then take home the checkers, dude. You definitely deserve the win here tonight, and congratulations to you, man.
Thank you, sir. Just want to shout out to all the guys that race in this league every week, and they're a bunch of good guys, and we have a lot of fun doing it. And I don't think if we weren't, people would come back. So, and I appreciate all the people at PASKY's and you guys, and have a good week.
All right, you too, man. Congratulations on the win. We'll look for you next week.
Thank you, sir.
All right, that was your winner, Jeff Hollingsworth. I am going to try one more time and see if I can get Aiden Patterson in here or not. Let me try one more time with him. Aiden, this is Paul up in the SR booth. Do you get a copy?
Yep, hello.
All right, there you go, buddy. I'm glad I tried you one more time. Hey, you had a good truck out there, man. You started on the pole, so congratulations getting the pole. You finished second, and it's unfortunate it ended on the caution, but you look like you had a really strong truck out there. How was it feeling for you?
It was really good. I had an incident maybe a couple laps before, which caused caution, I think. And the front end of my truck was really damaged. and somehow I was still able to keep up with everybody. Thought it would put me like down on power or something, but
Or it's still
with that caution, if I had a couple more seconds, I probably could have got in front of Jeff. But caution came out before it, so.
Yeah, and unfortunately, couldn't go back green with that, with only a couple laps left. Unfortunately, they don't have that in there just yet, but definitely had a great qualifying run. You got out there, you led a bunch of laps, and, you still managed to get a second place, so it's not too bad. We had some good long green flag runs. We've seen a lot of guys using the third lane, making it work. We've seen a lot of moving around going on. Truck field pretty stable for you, able to make any moves, or was it pretty much lock in and stay in that line?
I could move around a lot, unless I was stuck on the bottom. I tried to figure out how to get in, either in front or behind Kevin so that I could help push him to the win, but the truck was a little bit damaged, so it was really hard to like get the arrow to get good with his rear bumper so that I could push him, and then he got wrecked on that lap, caused caution.
Yeah. Well, listen, here's the magical question. Next week is Eldora. You plan on running the All-Star?
Yeah, I do. I'm a big dirt guy, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I was going to say, I used to struggle at Eldora, and, I kind of got a little bit better at it now. I haven't been on dirt in a little while. I think since the transition came into iRacing, but I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. Usually a lot of fun at those tracks, and great broadcast, from the broadcast perspective of it. So good to see that you are dirt guys. So you should probably fare well. Hopefully you can back it up there, second place, get the first place at Eldora next week.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to get some practicing in because it's a little bit different than running the other cars, but it's going to be fun for sure.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, listen, before we let you get out of here, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, my teammate Kyle, everybody in the Phenomenal Evolution channel, and Rebellion Racing, my team. Yeah, pretty much it.
All right, awesome, man. Well, listen, congratulations on the pole run here tonight. Definitely put up a good qualified lap. And you take home second, after everything that went on here tonight. That's not bad. You got yourself into a pretty good spot for the finish of the race. And we'll see what you got next week at Eldora, bud.
All right, thank you.
All right, have a good night. All right, I'm glad we went back. That is second place, Aiden Patterson. Let's wrap up here. Let me see if Hollingsworth's still out here. Yeah, okay. We'll wrap it up here, and we'll call it a night. We will be back next week at Eldora, and that I'm definitely looking forward to it. Hopefully that'll be a really good race. All righty. Let's go over the results here. We got Jeff Hollingsworth taking home the win. He's going to finish here in first. Aiden Patterson will take second. Ron Hollyfield, who I wanted to get a word in with, but I could not find him here. So congratulations to Ron for third place here tonight. Hoot Baker gets fourth. Matthew Terrell gets fifth. Sixth goes to Corey Budenot. Seventh is Tanner Coster. Eighth goes to Nate Siefer. Johnny Antonucci is ninth. Bradley Allison finishes 10th. 11th goes to Lonnie Barrington. Rob Jenkins will finish 12th. Sean Weaver is 13th. Kevin Paskowich finishes 14th. Willie Glenn finishes 15th. Chad Witt with 16th. Brandon Stokes 17th. 18th is Jordan Barry. 19th is Chris Bouchard. 20th is Mark Jenkins. 21st goes to Ray Black Jr. 22nd to David Bigger. 23rd, Bob Lacavara. 24th, Kyle Vincent Gilbert. 25th is Robert Dudley. 26th, Matt Burkart. 27th, Byron Rodney. 28th, Devin Doss. 29th, James McDavid. And 30th will go to Mike Whitaker. All right, well, we hope you enjoyed the race here. Some good racing going on. Had some pretty good long green flag runs in between. Next week will be Eldora for the All-Star, so come back and tune on in and check out some dirt racing. Until then, Stay safe, everybody, and have a good week. I know there's some storms heading towards a bunch of people across the U.S., so hopefully you don't lose power and able to get back out and stay warm. So till then, everybody, stay safe, and we'll see you on the flip side.